Welcome. We're live here at the Chicago LPRT stop. We've got our first quarterfinal match of the day. Maria Jose Vargas from Argentina versus, in the pink shirt, Monty Mejia from Mexico. So Vargas in the black, the #2 ranked player on tour. And Monty Mejia, the reigning junior world champion, also the current U.S. Open doubles champion, part of the doubles team with an upset yesterday. I'm TJ Bomball, Commissioner of the LPRT. I'm joined here with Dr. Tim Baghurst. Thank you, Tim, for joining us this weekend.
Pleasure to be here, and this is the one that I've been looking forward to today. I mean, we're watching Mejia. She's ranked 10th, but we know that she, on paper, is 10th, but not really.
Yeah, Monty Mejia has not been a full-time player. She's young. I mean, last year was still in high school. So now she's playing a little bit more on tour. We'd love to see her full-time. She had an upset yesterday, and now today she's on the bottom side of the draw now. So that takes her away from playing Paola Longoria in the quarters or semis, and now she's on the bottom half here playing #2 Vargas.
2 serving 1. Soft hands from Vargas, gets the side out, already loud and emotional.
You know, both these players were ready to go. They were in here early, both warming up, and a lot of court time.
Mejia defeated our official for this match, Enriquez, yesterday in 2 straight games.
Which, by ranking, was an upset.
Yeah.
Nancy Enriquez currently ranked #7. Sure looked like a screen. Yeah, referee calls screen serve, so second serve.
It's worth keeping an eye of the back foot of Vargas when she serves. Sometimes I think her foot does cross over that short serve line, which is a fault. It's an immediate fault as soon as the service begins. Players often remember the front foot and they forget about the back foot.
That's right.
Too good from Vargas. Side out. We'll clarify that Mejia is no longer the junior world champion. Just a couple weeks ago, that title was taken by Angie Barrios. She claimed her title as junior world champion.
That's right. I realize the time and date now. Monse Mejia obviously aged out of juniors. Crack shot on that side. This court definitely has some funny bounces. You got some cracks on both sides. That glass into the floor can create some funny bounces. He's served by Monse Mejia.
You're going to see a little bit more guile, a little bit more tactical awareness from Mejia, and you're going to see more athleticism and power from Vargas. It's a nice contrast between 2 very different styles.
Yes, I would agree. I think that also makes Mejia a very tough doubles player, as she is the reigning. She and Alexander Herrera are the reigning world U.S. Open doubles champions.
Oh.
It's a bit like a screen serve. She does get the call.
Skip ball Vargas could have gone cross court for a smarter shot, and she walks to the back of the court pointing to her head.
Short serve.
Mejia never really seems to be stepping in to hit that drive serve. It's more cautious, I'll rephrase that, less, more controlled. I think Vargas, you'll see, she'll go for everything on this drive serve. Skip ball Vargas. TJ, in Virginia, we saw glass on the left side wall, and it was very effective for Vargas. She earned a lot of serves over into the corner with a glass wall. We'll see if she does that in this match.
That's right, our Virginia Beach event. Apologies for that scoreboard. Our IT person is doing a quick correction there.
A little frustration from Mejia. This time she points to her head. So watch this back foot. That is clearly a fault serve. I don't know why players get so close to that back line. That's a 3-shot rally from Vargas.
Powerful shots by Vargas. Again, very athletic, intense. She's intense from point one of any match.
That's a smart, softer shot from Vargas. 6 serving 5. Vargas moving around the court well. She went to the floor, got up quickly, got back into the middle of the court, then took her chance when she had it. Might see a timeout from Mejia in a minute. 8-5. Players get 2 timeouts in a game.
Crazy bounce on that serve. Tough serve if that had been over the line. Monte stepped left. That serve came up short.
Skip ball Mejia. She has to put that one away. And she will take that timeout.
Yeah, good time for a timeout. Vargas is running away a little bit, a few points ahead. Just want to give a quick shout out and thanks to Jeff Peters, for our tournament director here, for making this event possible again this year. Also our sponsors, our title sponsor, Platte Hill Nursery. Platte Hill got to pair up with Paola Longoria in sponsor doubles on Thursday night. Papa Nicholas, which is providing some great coffee here all weekend. Delicious coffee.
Yes, agreed.
Also KWM Gutterman, Keith Keith Miner, who got to play in doubles last night, which was a lot of fun. Good player. Rick Seberg. And of course, our tour sponsors headed Racquetball, Penn, and Gearbox. We thank all of those supporters. We're also playing here at the Glass Court Swim and Fitness here just outside of Chicago, Illinois.
So here we go. I love this serve from Vargas. I've seen it for the last few tournaments. It's my new favorite serve. It's a low Z that just dies in the back corner. Even when she doesn't earn an ace like she did there, it creates problems for the opponent because the opponent is looking left, but it goes right. Just smart passing right now from Vargas. Vargas, a very, very experienced player. "191 matches on tour, TJ, for Vargas. You know, she's been here before. She's won tournaments. I think there's just a little, Vargas just having a little discussion with our official. Vargas has 5 titles. So what Vargas is saying is she stopped playing because it sounded like she heard somebody tapping on the glass. But Enriquez, the official, says, no, I didn't do anything. So Vargas saying, I heard a coin on the glass. The microphone does go into the court, but it's hard to hear. And the call's going to have to stand because Enriquez says, you know what, I didn't hear anything. All right, so a little bit of dramatis in this game one. Vargas rips one down the left side and back in the service box. Great effort from Vargas, but not quite.
You know, 2 players I like to watch both of these players play, and you made a very good point, Tim. Contrasting styles. I feel like I would call Monte Mejia's game just a little crafty.
Mm-hmm. Great get, Vargas. Wow. Mejia, though. No, she's not going to get a replay.
She's got to take that. She has to take that shot.
At the same instance, I know why Vargas held up, because Vargas was defensively trying to hit the sidewall to wrap it around, and that's where Mejia was. And
Yeah,
so
yes, but that was also a very tough shot. It barely came off the back wall. She has to take it. At
agreed.
least shows she can get
agreed.
it.
I think that's a case of, sorry, Mejia, I didn't mean to hit you, but I've got to show that I can get this ball to the front wall. Excellent. Nick lob from Mejia. Just got to step into that backhand, though. Just kind of tried to guide it. Vargas is too quick.
See, she looks like she got that. Just skipped ball going into the front court. Mejia in the service box.
Tough from Mejia. Too good for Mejia. Timeout by Vargas. Probably a good timeout as Mejia's finding her way back into this match. Mejia, I mean, we say she's relatively new to the tour, but she's had 51 matches. Again, and she's, you know, played a lot in the Mexican nationals, internationals, juniors. Very experienced player as well.
Right, we're just going to give a shout out also to all our fans watching here this morning. We appreciate you following along with the LPRT and supporting these great players. It's been an exciting draw, Tim, again with some upsets yesterday in the round of 16. Just two of our top 6 players got upset. 3 of our top 7 players didn't make it here to the quarters today.
Yeah, I think the probably the most dramatic one yesterday was Samantha Salas losing to Jessica Parilla. And you know, Salas posted on social media yesterday that she's been struggling with kind of a cold flu thing and didn't feel balanced, I think was the word she used. But you also have to credit Parilla, who played outstanding racquetball to still defeat Samantha Salas.
Yes, Parilla played, I would say, the best she has played since she's been back on tour after her knee injury.
Yeah, and she was jumping too in the middle of the court, and that was a good sign. That's how she injured it. She's back to her best.
You know, Vargas has got to stop looking at the referee every single time and stay focused, play, swing through.
Yeah, she does get, she can get affected by calls, I feel. I mean, she's always emotionally so high, even as you said at the beginning of the match. You can see her body language, you know, calm down. She's talking to herself. You can read it. Great wide angle from Mejia. 11 serving 12. So that back foot is over the line. Oh, wow. Point 12-12.
Serve.
Coming back.
We expected a good match here between these two players.
12-12.
But what we have seen as well is that players, when they are serving, they're winning points.
Yeah, I'm laughing because Monte Mejia obviously skipped the ball and walked quietly back to the receiving. Vargas is the one screaming and yelling.
And she gets a point. A little loose on the serve. It came out to the middle, but Mejia went for the pinch. Didn't put it down. Too much sidewall from Vargas. Mejia sitting in the middle. Her coach, Vargas, Carlos Cuadri, down the line, you can see him indicating. What's the call? Point.
Yeah, for that ball was down. That ball cracked out. But you know what? Vargas trying to sell it.
There's the scream from Vargas. What a get. Get there.
Oh, she gets it.
No.
Doesn't quite make it to
Great
the front
effort.
wall.
This is a really tight match. Vargas has a timeout available. You've just expended an awful lot of energy in that rally. Elects not to take it. 13-13. Skip ball.
That's it. Game 1 goes to Monte Mejia. Tough first play there. Tight, very tight
competitive.
match.
I think we'll see the same in game 2.
Yes, so let's take a little break here. We'll be back live in Chicago in just a minute.
Vargas serving in game 2, 0-0. She lost the first. Mejia, she's not happy because she didn't hear the call. She didn't hear the score.
I don't really think she was ready for the match for the
No.
game to start.
Oh dear, this Vargas isn't going to like this.
Mm.
And what Enriquez is going to say is, look, I didn't call the score. Vargas is going to say, but come on, you didn't stop play. You let the play go.
Right.
And that's where Enriquez should have just stopped immediately. Said, look, I didn't call the score.
1-0. Wow, she
Well,
let it go. Referee
okay.
call 1-0.
No. Pantalla. No.
Screen serve.
Lo marqué. Lo estoy marcando. Me están diciendo que no le pegue.
So this, well, we got some drama to start game 2, and this is Mejia not hearing the call. So Mejia is coming out saying, look, she needs to stop play immediately. The problem is that the court mic isn't getting through to the players. And the mini timeout works in favor of Mejia. We'll see this second game go back and forth again, I think, TJ.
Cambio. Uno cero. No la alcanzo a ver y si no la veo la tengo que marcar buena. 0-1. Perdón. 2-0.
2-0.
Just that's again intensity.
Segundo
Yeah.
servicio.
The referee did call the score backwards. Gave the point to the wrong person. Corrected it. A ref's job is not easy.
Skip ball. That was a low percentage for Mejia. You saw she was stuck on the left glass and hit a forehand.
Cambio.
That was better. These two have only played each other twice on tour, both times Vargas winning.
0-3.
San Antonio last season
No.
and San Antonio the season before. Good shot, Vargas down the right side.
3-0.
3 serving 0.
No, se repite. Se repite. Segundo.
Vargas wanted 2
3-0,
bounces
se
earlier, and I
repite.
think Mejia actually got it. It was the frame, but she did get it back. What's the call?
Vuelta.
Now Mejia is not happy.
3-0.
3-0. Vargas gets the replay. Mejia wanted an avoidable hinder. There's that serve again I mentioned in game 1.
Tough shot. Oh,
Wow.
that was gonna be tough. Just right speed on that high Z shot back to this deep left corner.
4-0.
Ooh, almost.
Punto. 5-0. 5-0.
So we're at 5 serving 1. This is game 2. If you're just joining us, Muncie Mejia pulled out game 1. Close game 1.
I find it somewhat amusing that players get their hand up really fast for a screen serve until they realize the return's pretty good. Then they
Like,
pull
oh,
it down pretty quick. Smart shot from Vargas. She knew Mejia was deep in the back right. Hit the pinch into the right corner. Ball goes left. Ace serve.
Really sticking with that drive serve to this left side. She's hit a lot of screens, but she gets it in. She's had some ace serves. Okay, skip ball.
Alexandra Herrera watches on. She'll be playing later today in her quarterfinal on this court. Longoria versus Amaya, 1 versus 8. Oh, that's outrageous. Mejia, a boast, sidewall to front wall. Too good. She's in a hole though in game 2, 1-6.
Yeah, if you're looking for the draws for this weekend, the pro draws, you can find them on our website, lprtour.com. But an exciting draw, tough singles players and an even tougher doubles draw. It's just a lot of fun matches, a lot of matches coming up here on the stream today and tomorrow with our finals at 12 and 1.
6-1.
Nice. In the middle though, Mejia is having opportunities.
7-1.
Vargas can bail herself out sometimes with just her athletic ability to keep the ball alive. Not that time. Ball dies on the right glass. Little shake of the head from the Mexican player.
1-7.
Short serve to the right side. Second serve coming up here for Muncie Mejia.
Punto. 2-7.
2 serving 7. Wow, what a get, Vargas. There's the athleticism I mentioned. Her ability to just get a ball back. Look at how quickly she got up, got out of the way. Mejia didn't put the ball away. Vargas did.
So I was going to say very close to being a screen. Actually, Vargas is the one that was calling screen on that serve. She's a little bit of a late call, but here's second serve. And short. Oh my goodness.
Just a mental error. Free side out for Mejia.
Cambio. 7-2.
Looks like Vargas just lost that in the glass as she bounced the wall. It's tough to see. This is deceiving. Glass sidewalls on both sides with kind of a green tin on the bottom half.
Too good from Vargas. That was flat. looking to take this to a tiebreaker.
Doesn't quite make it to the front wall.
Punto, 8-2.
Vargas serving 8-2 in game 2, trying to push this match to a tiebreaker.
Segundo. Dos, 8.
I don't think Vargas is going to get this.
No, but again, like she did earlier in the last game, trying to sell it. You know, you never know what calls you're gonna get if you just you know, put a little dramatic theater curve on it.
Really tough shot to execute. A lot of players would pop that ball to the ceiling. Vargas is a shooter. She takes it, puts it down the left side.
Punto.
Just behind the scoreboard on the top right of your screen,
9-3.
Longoria on an elliptical warming up. She's coming up after this match.
Smart shot by Vargas.
Timeout by Mejia. Vargas had her hand up in the middle of the match, in the middle of the point. Glad she continued to play because she earned it.
Right, she did.
So a reminder coming up next, Longoria and Amaya, 1 versus 8 on this court. Then we come back later this afternoon for the semifinals before rounding off the evening, late into the evening with the women's doubles semifinals. We had quarterfinals yesterday, some very dramatic matches, but I think it's fair to say that the top seeds have really put on a show so far. It's going to be 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3. So Vargas and Mejia will see each other later this evening in the doubles. It will be Vargas and her Argentine partner Mendez against Mejia and Herrera, the current U.S. Open doubles champions.
Right, and that's 2 events that Mejia and Alexander Herrera have won this season so far. So it'll be interesting. So we're back in after a timeout.
Another point for Vargas. She's really found her range in this second game, 11-3.
Green serve called. Second serve coming up.
Mejia just can't put the ball down. It's staying up. Vargas is too athletic, waits for her chance. Another point.
12-3.
Another screen serve. Vargas going for that same first serve each time she's in the service box.
Wow. Almost. Just great hands.
Smart shot. I thought she was going for a pinch to the left, but cracked out.
3-13.
Ooh. Crafty.
Crafty. I like it, TJ.
Nice serve to this left corner.
5-13.
Let's see, Mejia gets a few points on the board now here in game 2.
A little bit of momentum for Mejia now.
6-13.
3 points in a row, 6-13. Ace serve. Vargas won't like it, but yes, it's a good serve. And her coach says, you know what? You need to take a timeout. I want to say thank you to all of you watching and sharing the feed and liking the stream. If you have questions, TJ, the commissioner, is here. You know, there's a lot of tournaments throughout the year. There's a lot of movement in the seedings. We see some variations in doubles partners, and it creates a lot of things to discuss.
Absolutely. Plus, these players are just, I mean, they're great people off the court. I say that all the time, but they truly are. I've gotten to know so many of them well, and, you know, it's exciting. It's exciting to see them do well. It's exciting to see some of these younger players get better and better. So, yeah, shoot any questions your way, our way, I mean, about the tour, how to bring the tour to your neighborhood. Tough
Great
get.
job. And there's that little fist bump from Vargas.
13-7.
A couple of players here who might be worth remembering. Daniela Rico, the junior
Young player
from Mexico, and
right.
Valeria Centellas is here from Bolivia. Both
Talented.
of them just so talented, so young. We'll see them more and more on tour.
Yes.
Another one, Erin Rivera, who's done really well this season. And unusual swing. You'll remember her when you watch her play.
Fun forehand swing, but she upset Ronda Rousey yesterday in a tough match.
And Ana Laura Flores as well.
Yes. So I think she's also dedicated to playing more on tour here. So.
That should be a replay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was up. She could have gone into the back wall.
And I think, well, here comes game point, 14-7. Let's see how this turns out.
Short serve. Also not, I kind of like her throwing that short drive Z to the right after going drive left so often. Ooh, that should be a side out. And it is. Good call by the referee.
No selling that one, Vargas.
No.
Not this time.
No, it happens. Short serve. Sometimes you got to be thankful that your opponent just doesn't swing. That's
yes. Well, Mejia has to be careful though with the attitude. And yesterday there was a you know, kind of something like that with Longoria, and the official stepped in and said, "Look, that's a warning. You can't do that. You have to be respectful of the referee, even if you don't agree."
Cambio.
Mejia staves off another.
7-14. Segundo. No.
Don't think that would have hit the front wall.
Cambio.
And Mejia knew it.
14-7.
Mia looked out to her friend Alexander Herrera saying, would that make it? And Herrera just laughed.
Segundo. Cambio. 7-14.
A serve Mejia. Vargas just looking to confirm that call with her
Yeah,
coach.
I don't know why. I mean, the refs call. There's no line judges for the quarterfinals.
I think it's just emotional support. I mean, it's just that connection and.
Do I get mad, or is this a right
Right,
call?
right, exactly.
14-8. No. Segundo.
She went for it again, a little short. Longoria, she's gonna have. She's still warming up. She's waiting. Is this going to a tiebreaker? Wow.
Great get. And
Oh, not that
Mejia
time.
puts that one away. Yeah, we should mention. I mean, that's not unusual for Longoria. You're going to see her before every match, typically running on the treadmill not less than about 30 minutes. She is well ready when she comes in to play a match.
Punto.
Another point for Mejia, and she's just point by point by point coming back into this.
9-14.
Great get by Vargas.
Okay, let's see if it ends here.
14-9.
Nodding of the head from Quadri,
Yeah,
Argentina coach.
14-9. Not yet. This is quite a comeback for Mejia, and she was down 13-3.
Right.
And back in here now, she saved at least, what, 5 game points here in game 2?
It's getting very interesting. Oh my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
Se repite.
Huh?
Vargas doesn't like it, but
Vargas goes,
clearly,
9-14.
I'm glad they're okay though. Vargas doesn't like the call, but I think I have to agree with it. The
Yeah,
ball was up.
Yes, I would agree with that too.
And I think, to some extent, Mejia felt that she had to, she felt like she had to get in there and really almost make contact with Vargas to show, look, I could get that ball because some of the calls haven't gone her way. So look, I'm going to be very obvious I could get this ball. It places players in danger in that situation, but you can't blame Mejia to showing that I can get this back.
You're right, and it also depends on what happens to the ball. If it cracks out, then nobody's going to get it, but there certainly have been some that have been up and like that one. So good call by the ref. Our Towboy volunteers come in and clean up the floor a bit.
No. Cambio. 14-9.
Yeah, that sure was a screen serve.
Segundo.
Second serve coming up here again for Vargas.
Wow. Vargas.
Oh, skip ball. Now Mejia gives her first scream of the match. She knows she's chipping away at here in game 2. She won game 1. She's coming back. She's in it again. And she's trying to close this match out in 2 games.
And you can see Vargas pacing around in the back. Punch the wall.
Well, there's a lot of respect between these players. I mean, Vargas knows Montse Mejia is a young, up-and-coming, talented player. And again, she's had success as a junior champion. So definitely a threat.
That was a confident return, though, from Vargas. But another error from the Argentine. Side out. 9-14.
Tough return by Vargas. Back in. Tim, what do you think? 6th, 7th game point here for Vargas?
Yeah, and when it gets to this point, you know, you got the timeout left. Use your timeout. Just, okay, let's just calm down. Let's refocus. Let's execute my serve. But
oh, boy.
Mejia had it. She put it into the floor. We're going to a tiebreaker,
Yeah,
TJ. First match of the day.
Come on, that's what we want. We'll take a little break here live in Chicago. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better in racquetball and in life. They teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
All right, welcome back, and thank you again for joining us here live in Chicago. This is our tiebreaker of our first quarterfinal match of the event. Side out. So Vargas had her hand up there in the middle of that rally asking for 2 bounce get. She's got to keep playing. I actually thought that was a good get by Mejia.
Mejia had all the momentum in the last 10 minutes of that second game.
Yes.
Let's see if she can continue with it. It's amazing what a difference 2 minutes can make. Oh my gosh, she got that back.
She dug. I mean, talk about good hands, not only in the front of the court, but also in the back of the court, digging those balls out of those deep corners. Mejia in the service box. Wow. Wow, that was a tough serve. Good return by Vargas, and Mejia just made an amazing get.
1-0. Punto.
It's a free
2-0.
point. It wasn't a great serve. It was good enough. Vargas puts it in the floor. And
Punto.
again, you can see telling herself to calm down. She said she does that a lot, TJ.
3-0.
Yeah, I mean, and she knows that's a part of her game she's got to keep an eye on.
Skip. Piso. Piso, piso.
Vargas was looking for a
0-3.
call on the serve. 0-3.
Cracked ball on the back wall. I mean, there's nothing Vargas could do with that one. This game is 2-11, win by 1.
3-0.
3 serving 0.
Cambio.
I'll tell you, Tim, right now, I couldn't predict a winner. Not that I
0-3.
would, but I could not predict a winner. This is definitely been a good match by both players.
That's a really smart shot. Taking some pace off it, flicking it into the right corner. I agree with you, TJ. This is anyone's game.
1-3.
I think it's going to come down to how many unforced errors Vargas makes. Mejia doesn't kill the ball a lot, but she also doesn't skip the ball a lot. Vargas is much more likely to skip, but she can also roll balls out.
Mhm.
3-1.
3 serving 1.
Tough down the line shot by Vargas.
Cambio. 1 sirviendo 3.
There's the big skip.
Cambio.
Vargas in the middle of the court. Hit it as hard as she could. I don't think she needed to. Snap of the wrist that time from Vargas, gets the side out.
Dos, tres.
2 serves 3. We're playing here at the Glass Court Swim and Fitness, Chicago metro area.
3-3.
Tied up in the tiebreaker 3-3.
Wow, there's the shot. Really stepping into that backhand.
4-3.
4 points in a row for
4-3.
Vargas.
Segundo. Punto.
A lot of speed from Vargas. No
5-3.
surprise there. She, again, an athletic player. Works on her fitness off court.
Nice. Timeout, Mejia.
It's smart.
6-3, tiempo fuera.
6 points in a row for Vargas. She's 5 points away from this match. Don't forget, coming up after this, Longoria, Amaya, 1 versus 8. Amaya was already on the courts this morning for her open division. Longoria has been getting some bonus time on the elliptical this morning, just behind your scoreboard, as this went to a tiebreaker. Scheduled for 12 p.m. We'll be running a little bit behind because of this great match we're watching right now.
Oh, you know, who doesn't want a
No,
tiebreaker? This
it's great.
is, yeah.
6-3.
6 serving 3. Vargas is in the service
6-3.
box. Game is to 11.
Pantalla.
Coach Carlos Quadri is now on his feet.
He still has his hair. That's the thing we worry about. Stressful for coaches, too.
Oh, yeah, very.
No. Cambio.
Sometimes I might even argue more so
Sure.
because you can't do anything.
Right.
You're not in the court.
3-6.
Perfect.
A serve.
4-6.
4 serving 6. Finally, a timeout, a point for Mejia.
Skip ball. Piso.
It was close.
Yeah, it popped up a little bit. That's,
Cambio. 6-4.
I think it's probably a good call by the referee.
Soft hands Mejia. She read that well, anticipated where Vargas was going, and
4-6.
Which
Vargas.
she's very good at.
Yes.
She does that very well.
On her knees, Mejia. Oh, gets the crack in the back right corner.
Punto. 5-6.
The timeout worked. Couple points. 5-6. She's back in it.
Yeah, timeouts it's not just a rest. It's truly a refocus. Sometimes breaking the momentum of your opponent.
Segundo.
Short serve, second serve coming up for Mejia.
Made it look so easy.
Oh,
Look at the wrist. I'll just
and
do
and
this.
again, talk about again different game styles here: intensity, speed, athleticism from Vargas. Monse Mejia much more methodical, crafty. As one of our viewers says, balanced. I mean, just good techniques.
You just
Very smooth.
witnessed another beautiful backhand reverse pinch winner from Mejia, and she takes the lead 7-6. She was down 3-6. She took the timeout, 4 points in a row, just like that. So Vargas takes a timeout. We'll see if Vargas can now get the side out, get back in the service box.
This is an exciting match.
Back and forth.
There's no clear winner here, not at all.
Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching. We are here just outside of the
7-6.
main city of Chicago.
Cambio.
Vargas not happy with the call, but just keep playing.
6-7.
I actually wondered if that last shot of Vargas is skipped. I wondered if that's why she was looking to see if it was a good call or not.
Vuelta. Repite.
Good decision.
Yeah, I can see definitely why
6-7,
that's
se
a
repite.
replay call.
Vargas doesn't want a replay.
No,
She wants an avoidable, but I think it's
Yeah.
the right call in that situation. Vargas always wants the call that goes in her favor, as
Well,
most players
I-
would, right?
I don't blame her one bit.
Too good. It's flat winner.
7-7.
Tied up again here, 7-7, game to 11.
Cracks on the right side. Vargas thought she got it. I couldn't see it from this angle.
I don't. My opinion, she didn't get it. I thought it was 2 bounces, but I thought it cracked out on the sidewall. I just love the drama of it. Of like, can't believe you called that on me. A serve by Mejia. Wow. Again, Mejia's not crushing it, but she's
8-7.
placing it very well. 8-7.
Well, Vargas is being told to calm down by her head coach.
9-7.
Really overswung on that one. 9-7. Vargas took the timeout, got the point, but Mejia's had 2 since.
Se repite.
Oh.
Se repite la bola.
I feel bad for players, but it's funny to watch.
9-7.
Well, and
Yeah,
Enriquez
tiffany.
gave Vargas a warning, and I think that's the right thing to do there because Vargas was obviously not happy with the call and
Yes.
said so. And I believe the right call was made in that situation.
Yeah, the ball cracked and slid back the wall, but the ball was up.
Juego.
That
And-
is match.
and you
Goes
c-
to Monte Mejia.
Well, Vargas, that last point I really felt was because of the point that happened before. She didn't maintain her composure. She got upset, and it affected that last point, and she skipped it. And so all of a sudden, match is over.
Exciting match. Well done by young player Monte Mejia for the upset. Stay tuned. We'll be back in about 15 minutes live for Paola Longoria and Christina Amaya.